There are places in Florence where history feels alive, but none breathe, quite like Piazza Santo Spirito. It's on the other side of the Arno River, the so called Old Arno, a quarter that still beats to its own rhythm. It's slower, it's softer, more human than the rest of Florence. In the Middle Ages, this square was little more than just a gathering place outside of the Augustinian convent. But by the 15th century, it became a center of the Florentine life. Like Filippo Brunelleschi, for example, the guy that built the dome, um, he basically designed this church, and this church this gives the plaza its name, Basilica Santo Spirito. And unlike the ornate facades across the river, this one has its front very simple and smooth. It's almost shy, kind of like beauty, but subtle. And at sunset, the square glows golden. The stones underfoot are warm, and the air smells of wine and basil. There's a bunch of restaurants and little cafes. Musicians also tune in their guitars, and waiters laughed in bursts, and from all the steps on the church, and you can see the world drifting by. Artists, lovers, old friends, children running around and chasing pigeons that seem to belong to everyone. Um, I once heard a story about a young painter who lived nearby. And it's probably true, there's lots of painters there. And he spent his mornings sketching the market stalls, just like this one. And in the evenings, he was painting under the flickering streetlights. Every day, a girl with a red scarf would cross the plaza carrying fresh bread from the bakery. She'd stop by the fountain to feed the birds, and though they never spoke, he began timing his walks to match hers. So weeks passed, then one night during a festival, lanterns floated above the square like fireflies. Music filled the air, and a violin soft and trembling. Um, she appeared again with the red scarf and all, and standing near the fountain. He gathered his courage, walked to her, and said, "If you stay a moment longer, I'll paint you into the night." She smiled, and they spent hours talking until the candles burned out. Years later, people swore they'd seen them again, and an old couple sitting on the church steps, always at the same hours, as if waiting for the evening to begin. Whether it's true or not, this doesn't really matter. In Florence, some stories aren't meant to be proven, they are meant to be just felt. Piazza Santo Spirito is just like that, a place that reminds you that history and love shares the same air. The same street that carried monks and merchants one time now carries laughter and music and good smell of food and good times, especially in the evenings. The same church that once called the faithful now watches quietly as people find faith in each other and other things. Um, so, if you ever come to Florence, just cross the river at dusk, sit on the steps of Santo Spirito, order a glass of wine, listen to the echoes of centuries, and let the city tell you its stories just by looking at it, one golden evening at a time. And Santo Spirito lives forever. There is local markets every Sunday, and it's mostly um, like a flea market. and you can attend. It's packed with people, with stalls, lots of really, really interesting antique stuff that you can find in Santo Spirito. So if you ever come to Florence, make sure to visit the Mercatino of Santo Spirito on Sundays. There is also really great food everywhere. There is a great pizza just around the corner, and you can basically spend the day there, enjoying the great food, the great people, just being together and enjoying the day.